Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 3. Last time we took out Snake Man, and now we're gonna move on to Gemini Man. Gemini Man was another one of my favorite robot masters growing up. Although I never had this as a kid. I only had 4 and 6 when I was a kid. But I had a good friend, and we got into this argument over which was better, Mega Man 4 or Mega Man 3. And he insisted that Mega Man 3 was better, and I insisted that Mega Man 4 was better. Which is kind of silly because every Mega Man is really awesome. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I have my favorites, but they're also kind of... It's kind of biased because they're the ones that I grew up with, you know? Like, I'm sure if I had every single Mega Man game, then they would all be my favorites or something, you know? And sure, if I'd gotten, like, Mega Man 2 or 3 when I was a kid instead of, like, Mickey Mousecapade or whatever I got was a kid and I didn't know what these games were, I'm sure I would have enjoyed it. Anyway, we come through here. I totally didn't bother talking about any of those enemies, but you can pretty much see what they do. And Proto Man shows up, but he's not fighting us this time. He's blowing up that thing that was there that I don't know what it was. Anyway, before you jump down here, you want to press towards the left. Keep holding left and go into the alcove to grab a 1-up. You cannot use Rush Coil to get up there. He just doesn't reach. And if you're following my path, you don't have Rush Jet yet. And here is the infamous pole rooms. Are they poles or Poe? Poe is Zelda. This isn't Zelda. Poles. Because they're tadpoles, but not really. But you shoot these eggs, I guess, once, and a pole comes out of them, and then you kill the pole. Now it is where I think it's worth it to get rid of all of these whenever you see them, because they do sometimes drop 1-ups. Usually I get at least 1 out of this, sometimes more. So I am going to do that. And if you come back over here, you should now have room to get rid of this. Don't shoot this one because you need it to get up here. And we have another question block that gave me another freaking weapon energy. What is happening? That's the 3rd time now. Usually they're a little more cooperative than that, but I don't know. I guess maybe this run the game wants me to do things the hard way. Fine, game. I see how it is. I don't even care. And no 1-ups. That's just great. Thanks a lot. You suck. But yeah, it really doesn't take that much time to get rid of this stuff. Oops, I should get rid of that top row first. It's really not that big of a deal going through here. On these ladders, you have to get the timing right, or the pole will hit you. If you're too quick, and it won't hit the pole because it won't have formed completely yet. If you're too slow, it'll hit you, and just like it did there. And that's done. Still no. My goodness, this is being uncooperative. Okay, so here it is possible to jump out of this alcove and on top of here, just like that. Ah, finally a 1-up. So as you can see, and another one. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. So yeah, taking the time to do that just got me 2 extra lives. So again, definitely worth it. And another one. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so this was the money section, I guess. So yeah, so now I'm up to 7 lives. Although I regret using that E-tank. So this can be a very profitable stage. There's a lot of places where you can grind for and another extra life. Wow. There's a lot of places where you can grind for energy and extra lives, as you just saw. This penguin launcher is another good place to stock up on stuff because it'll launch these penguins at you, and they each can drop. Things, I guess. Is that the word I was going? I wasn't really the word I was looking for, but I'll use it anyway. Hop up there with Rush Coil if you need to. This section, this is one of the few sections where you could use Rush Marine, but I kind of don't like to. I think it's actually easier to use to just hop up to this upper area and walk across. Whoops. Whoa. But yeah, you have to deal with these like submarine things that launch what are like reverse depth charges, I guess, because they go up instead of down. And then you also have to deal with these dragonflies. The problem with Rush Marine is it's not very maneuverable. So it can be quite a detriment. Although, oh, and that went down the hole. Energy go down the hole. If you know what that's from, good for you. You are awesome. If not, it's from Tiny Toons. Just, yeah, that's it. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and take a death here and get back to full health. I have 9 lives. I do what I want. So it'll give me a chance to show off Gemini's tricks as well. I'm pressing the wrong button. There we go. So Gemini Man splits into 2, and when you shoot him, he'll shoot, and he'll stop in place and shoot you wherever he is. His weakness is actually the search snake. He actually has 2 phases though, and you'll see the second phase in a little bit. So here's the second phase. He'll walk across the room, and eventually he'll shoot his Gemini laser, which bounces around the room. But it's pretty easy to avoid, and with the search snake he goes down very easily. And for defeating Gemini Man, we get the Gemini laser, which I just described to you a few seconds ago. It does exactly what his laser does. When it hits, it goes forward at first, and then when it hits a wall, it bounces off at an angle and will bounce around the room until either it hits something or goes away. The downside to the Gemini laser is once you shoot it, you have to wait until it hits something or goes across the screen. You cannot fire a second laser. You cannot access the save screen. You just have to wait. It's kind of a risky attack. But we'll use it later, particularly next time on Let's Play Mega Man 3. I'll see you then.